Everybody, hey, it's Joe from Hilljak USA, and today we're going to be comparing a couple of great firearms. My current EDC, Ruger SR9c, been carrying this thing for about 7 or 8 years, and my brand new Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. Love this gun, haven't even shot it yet. But we're going to go over a couple different things to compare them, to figure out if this is the gun I should upgrade to, or should I keep my SR9c? Maybe you can help me make the decision. Stay tuned. Well, for me, it was kind of a hard decision what kind of new handgun to get if I'm going to switch out my EDC, and I'm not totally sold on it yet. I've been carrying a Ruger SR9c for 6-7 years. I purchased this used. It was hard to find one back in the time, and I absolutely love this gun. I'm so used to it. I know it's a Ruger and this is a Smith. I like the way it shoots. It feels great in my hand. It's been tried and true. The new Shield, I have to say, the Shield Plus here is a great, great handgun. I do love certain aspects of it, but I do love certain aspects of the Ruger as well. So why don't we just get down into it. These, by the way, are quick stands you can buy on hilljak.com. It comes in very many different colors. We're using them as gun props right here. But if you were to just take a look at the basic firearms, these are both empty and everything, of course. They are almost the same size. If I was going to go right on top here, that Ruger is slightly larger. If I was going to eyeball it, I am an industrial designer, I'd say it's about 3/8 of an inch longer on the slide. Grip wise and length of everything else, it's pretty similar. In terms of the width of these guns, they are almost the same. The Ruger's slightly wider. This is a slightly larger double stack magazine compared to this double stack magazine in the Shield Plus, but they are very close. One big thing I do notice right off the bat though is the weight. The Shield Plus is definitely much lighter just from that first feel of it. It's almost, this is more top heavy on an SR9c, and it's really because that longer slide, I believe, there is perhaps more metal in there. I don't know, but it's definitely feels heavier just from the first touch. This feels lighter, and granted, there are no magazines in there, there's no bullets, so there's less weight. But just in terms of the gun itself, the Ruger feels a little heavier, but not really bad. Let's get a quick read on in terms of weight. These is the SR9c, no magazine, no bullets. 1 pound, what's that? 1 pound, 4.8 ounces. Is that right? Looks like it. Okay. Let's check out the Shield Plus. We're at 1 pound, 2.15. So, I mean, split some hairs there. It's not that much heavier I thought it was, but I do like the Ruger itself. I've been shooting this for a long time. It does have a ton of safeties, you know, people do like that, they don't like that. It's ambidextrous, you know, both sides, even in the slide or the magazine release here. It does come with a 10-round mag, which is with a little pinky extension here, as well as I like it because it comes with a 17-round mag. And usually every day, for me, everyday carry, I'm carrying that 17-round full size in my holster, in the waistband holster, and no big deal for me. I don't mind the weight. It does not feel heavy to me. I'm just so used to it. Now, when you get down to the Shield Plus, it's coming with a 10-round flush fit magazine. There's no pinking extension. I have a very large hand, so I don't really dig that, but it's still a 10-round. It's nice and compact. It's just, there's not much grip purchase for me. It does come with a 13-round magazine, which is great, and it feels much better on my hand. So, but yeah, you be the judge yourself. So, now the Shield Plus, you know, it does feel lighter and whatnot, as I said. It does have a reversible slide or magazine release. Right now it's located on the left, but you know, righty shooter, so works great compared to the Ruger, which has it on both sides. One thing I do notice right off the bat is that in terms of slide serrations, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus has it on the back only, the back side of the slide, whereas the Ruger SR9c has the front and back, but you know, whether you're press checking the front or back, I'm actually a back guy, so either one works great for me. I do dig them both. You know, in terms of the slides themselves and reset, I mean, they both feel great. The spring in the SR9c is a little tighter, but that's 6 1/2 dozen. It really doesn't bother me or move the needle with me at all. In terms of aesthetics, I'm an industrial designer, so I've designed thousands of products for companies as well as everything here for Hilljak. I prefer the look of the Ruger. I think this is from a design and aesthetic standpoint, just looks badass, man. The Shield Plus, yeah, looks great too. Looks great. It's just not as flashy to me, not as slick, but it is a very functional gun. The grip texture is one big difference you will notice when you pick these guns up. Not that I don't like the Ruger. The Ruger is somewhat ergonomic here, the way it's set up with my finger and the grip itself and the texture. It's a heavy texture. You do have a back strap that can be replaced or reversed. But again, to me, it feels fine. When I pick up the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus now, it's definitely noticeably much more pronounced the texture. This is a really nice, it's almost like sandpaper. So when you put that, I'm gonna put the bigger magazine in, it just feels really, I mean, you got a good grip. So, you know, if I was gonna judge them both and saying, hey, which one's got a better grip? You know, this one does feel better in the hand. It does, just because of that heavier texture. It goes all the way up here onto the back. It feels really good. The one thing that is definitely different about both guns is the trigger itself. They both have these, you know, these kind of safety type triggers, but this is a flat trigger on the Shield Plus, if you notice. And on the Ruger SR9c, it's more of a curved trigger. Whatever you prefer. I do like the reset on this and the take up on that little release. Gives you a positive audible. You can feel it. And you really feel it. So to me, there's not much take up with it. There's no slop. I love the trigger on this. I really do. Now the M&P Shield Plus, it's not as pronounced. It feels nice and crisp on the brake and on the reset. It's almost like I don't know when it's gonna, I'm not used to shooting this one, but I'm not used to when it's gonna set back up. It's definitely a smoother transition, but I don't feel the brake. So jury's still out on it. We'll have to shoot them at the range and see how we do. But they both feel great in my hand. Other things right off the bat that I might notice is something as simple as the sights. And this one, we'll have to get to the range, but if you to look at these sights, the SR9c on the right definitely has smaller sights, so picking up target is potentially better or quicker with the Shield Plus. I do love having the larger 3-dot sights on the Shield Plus. But again, I've been shooting this SR9c for a long time, and I'm pretty deadly accurate with it. But we'll see at the range, see how we do. Yeah, in terms of field stripping and SR9c, they're pretty simple, common like most handguns, but we're basically gonna drop the mag, we're gonna rack slide back, lock it back, and then right here, there's a little pin you push. That's gonna be with my fingers, and you should be able to pull out from the other side. That's it. And then we are basically going to pull the trigger and slide that to the front. And there we go, basic field strip. And like most handguns, we've got here the spring and our sub-assembly here. I definitely have to clean this. Haven't cleaned this for a few thousand rounds, but we're gonna be doing that later today. But yeah, these are very simple to put together, and like most guns, there's nothing complicated about it at all, and whatnot. So we'll put this back together, and then we're gonna show you how to do the Shield Plus. So let's take down the Shield Plus. Just drop the mag. And let's lock that slide to the rear. And we're gonna take this little rotating arm, articulate it down. And the little wonky thing here, which I don't like about it, but it's not that bad, is we've got to take the sear deactivation lever and rotate it down. If you can see that right in there. It's hard to see. You need a little screwdriver. And then we should be able to then release the slide. Take it apart. And just like the other, or any gun, you got your barrel and your spring set up and everything. Nothing big, nothing complicated. Just put it back together and make sure this is centered. And you can just slide this back on the rails. And then once we have that articulated back, we can slide that back. And we want to basically reset that sear deactivation lever by putting in your magazine, and you're set to go. So all in all, I would think they're almost the same to take apart. I'm just used to the Ruger. I think it's simple. I don't like putting screwdrivers and things to take down a sear or anything, but it's not that bad. But like anything, they're all pretty simple to disassemble and reassemble. All right, so part of my big decision making on this, switching out an EDC, is the holster. How's it feel when I carry it? I've been carrying an SR9c for almost 8 years. I'm just so used to it. I use an in the waistband holster, Kydex holster by Alex and Ryan Design. You know, it's got a single clip. It feels great to me. I mean, I've been carrying this for a long time, and I'm just so used to the weight. Even jumping around, moving around, it's really not bad. You know, and I'm so used to it. I've got my tension set pretty nice, so even on a quick draw, it's easy to get to. The weight's nice. It's not a big deal. You know, you can, I don't know, I'm just so used to it. So let's see how we do with the Shield Plus. I just switched out my my carry to my new M&P Shield Plus, and I've got an Alex and Ryan Kydex holster in the waistband. Love these holsters. So it's going to be comparable in terms of the design and the functionality. Again, 4 o'clock, right side is where I carry. Very comparable in terms of weight and everything else to the SR9c. I can tell you it is thinner. I'm not seated in a car, but when I drive, I usually take out my gun and put it here. But you know, overall, it's comparable in weight. There's nothing that different about it. It feels good. I've never drawn from this holster, but it's just like my other Kydex holster. It's pretty simple, but it definitely is a lighter gun. It feels a little lighter. It could be the weight distribution. So in terms of comparing an SR9c and a Shield Plus, I don't know. I think definitely the Shield Plus feels thinner, and I'll give it to the Shield Plus on this one for inside the waistband carrying, concealed carry. Both great guns. I don't know if I'm going to switch out, but maybe you can help me and be the judge after we shoot a few rounds off at the range. Both great guns. I know they still make the SR9c. I do love it. Many of you guys have that gun, and I'm not sure if this will help you persuade you to pick up a different EDC, but I'm trying something different, and we'll see what happens. Hey, it's Joe Hilljak. We're out here at the Delaware Shooting Range in Ohio. Great range. We're in the mid-range. We're gonna move over to pistol after this, but since we're here, I'm gonna pop off a few of the new Shield Plus here. I got my Ruger SR9c, a couple mags for each. This is a 17 round mag I've got loaded up. I like it because it's full size, and I'm gonna start with a 13 round full size, or the bigger magazine for the Shield Plus, and let's see how we do. It's literally first shooting out of the box, so we're at 30 feet. It's not ideal to test, but why not? First impressions. It's a good, it feels great in the hand, I have to say. I was saying the other day, it's a great feeling in the hand. It's a nice texture. The sights are nice just off the bat. Let's see how we do.
Which target are you aiming for?
Right.
Okay.
All right. First impressions, it feels great compared to my SR9c. It's a little snappier, totally doable, feels great in the hand. I like the sights off the bat, I like the grip. Holding 13 rounds, my SR9c holds 17. But the weight of the 17 in the SR9c feels more stable, but 6.5 doesn't. Feels great. All right, we're gonna put the smaller mag in, 10 rounds. Let's see how we do. I'll be a little more focused this time since I was just trying to shoot it. Feels good. Feels sweet. I have to say, just from my second mag on that, and we just came out of cold today, two rounds or 217 mags on the SR9c, and 2 full mags on the Shield Plus. First impressions? I haven't adjusted any sights or anything, but both feel comparable. I do like the trigger on the Shield Plus. I wasn't sure about the reset because I can't hear it. Doesn't have the audible brake like the SR9c, but it is smooth. It's a nice trigger on the Shield Plus, so give it that off the bat. I think we're gonna move down to a shorter pistol range, and let's get like within 10-15 feet, really judge how accurate I can be with it, but off the bat, I don't know, like them both. Definitely like the bigger magazine. I've got a huge hand, so having that extra bit for my pinky, much more comfortable, much more accurate. The 10 round magazine, I just shot one. I mean, this is me. This is me. I got a big hand. Big hand. Big hand, big feet, ladies. But no, but seriously, this is, I don't know, I'm not into the small mags. So, I definitely, when these become available, I will buy more of these extended mags. It's a 13 round mag, and that little extra pinky extension for those extra rounds, for me personally, with a larger hand, my hand isn't that big, it's just pretty big though. It's just a lot easier to squeeze off and to grip, more purchase. Again, also putting my hand, get more purchase with my hands on there. So I definitely like the 13 round magazine better with the Shield Plus. Both are great, but 13 round, more capacity, feels better in the hand. All right, we're going down to pistol range. I mean, this is the mid range, so couple's first impressions of the Shield Plus versus the SR9c versus the Canik Shark C. Brought that one out of the arsenal just for the F of it, and I have to say, did really well, but that's 45 feet. So we're gonna go down to pistol range, a little shorter, get some proper 15-20 feet. Let's evaluate that way. All 9mm, all great guns. Great day in Delaware. If you're in Ohio, give us a call at Hilljak. We'll take you to the range any day. All right, hey, it's Joe Hilljak. Let's evaluate these guns. So my everyday carry, last 6 years or so, or 7 years, might have been 8 years, my Ruger SR9c. And then we got the brand new, out of the box, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. And just for the heck of it, I broke out my Canik Turkish Shark C. This holds 15 rounds. This holds 13 rounds. This can hold 17 rounds in a double stack 9, but we put 10 rounds in each, and let's see how we do. I can tell you, when we're down at the mid-range, that's 45 feet. Did well with all of them. I'm a pretty good shooter, I guess. I'm okay. But let's try it here. We're at about, I thought it was 15 feet, measured it with my big feet. It's about 18 feet out, so let's check how we do. We're gonna start with the SR9c, then we're gonna go to the M&P Shield Plus, and then we're going to the Canik Shark C, which is a single action, double action, single action, set up much like a 1911. But let's go, all 9mm, 10 rounds. Ready? Do it.
Which one are you going for?
Left. Might have shorted myself around. All right, not bad. I'm so used to that gun though. Let's try the Shield Plus, 10 rounds. Check it out. Middle plate. Damn, that thing's accurate. Out of the box. All right, let's go with the Shark C. I love this gun. Aftermarket grips, dig it. Definitely shooting a little low on it. Groupings are tight though. All right, so my new impressions on this. I've dropped about 4 mags total, 2 of each down in the mid-range and now in the short range here. And obviously looking at that pie plate, that at least out of the box, definitely from looking at it 18 feet out, that M&P Shield Plus, pretty darn accurate. SR9c, great gun too, pretty accurate. And I have to say, the groupings of the Shark C are tighter, but I'm shooting it left and low. But that could be me. I haven't adjusted the sights and I haven't shot that gun in a very long time. So I was gonna say, just from an everyday carry thing, I don't know. I like having more rounds, but in terms of accuracy and whatnot, that M&P Shield Plus seems to be right out of the box, at least, pretty darn accurate. And as you saw there, I'm not rapid fire. I'm doing just single shot, squeezing them off one at a time, about the same rhythm with all of them. All great guns, all great guns. Will it persuade me to switch over my everyday carry? I don't know, I might. It is lighter. Holding 13 rounds isn't too bad. It's not like 17, it's definitely easier to carry, especially in the summer. I'm always in a t-shirt. In the wintertime, I don't know, I like my more rounds, but I'd say just a basic evaluation, if you're looking at any of these guns as a concealed carry option, they're all great. Even that Shark C is neat. But for me as a personal upgrade, going from a Ruger SR9c to this M&P Shield Plus, I'm gonna try it and we'll see what happens. This is Joe Hilljak. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Hilljak USA, Columbus, Ohio, hilljak.com. Get loaded quicker.